So Walter, what are you currently reading?
Well, I'm currently reading a book about Nazi Germany, actually, and I'm sort of surprised about some of the things I'm reading.
What's the title?
Ordinary Men, and it's an interesting book. It's about how they got very ordinary men to commit such atrocities. I'm reading that, and I just finished reading the Toni Morrison book, Home. So that was good.
If you were stuck on a desert island, you could take 3 books. What would you take?
I'd probably take a Bible because, you know, the Old Testament, I like the stories in the Old Testament. I'd probably take something by Shakespeare, and maybe Huck Finn. I think that Twain was a marvelous writer. What happened when there was a protest against Huck Finn, and they asked me to contribute to a book of protests by black authors, and I reread it, and I said, "This is marvelous writing. This is wonderful, and why are you protesting this?" And they gave me their reasons, and I didn't buy them.
If you could choose to live in any fictional place, where would you go?
Sherwood Forest. You know, that sounded so cruel to me.
But who are you?
You know, Little John. I was always big as a kid, and sort of awkward in my bigness. And man, I read about Little John. That's me.
What's the worst criticism you've had about your work?
Well, the worst criticism was that it was simplistic, and I think that people misread the work. They think it's a simple story, but I don't feel that. You know.
What's the biggest compliment?
The biggest compliment, same book, Fallen Angels, when there was a boy ready to join the army, and his mom gave him, asked him, please don't join until you finish high school. And he went out and bought all the books on war, and he bought Fallen Angels, read Fallen Angels, and decided not to join. That was the biggest compliment.